Hello special people, welcome to my channel. We're going to be cooking a very nice fried rice dish today, or should I say mixed vegetable rice? Alright, anyone you choose, that's the name. Okay, so these are the major fresh ingredients. There are a couple of other dried ones, and I'm going to be listing all of them in the description box, so be sure to click on the description to check, okay, the list of ingredients and their measurements. Now let's get cooking. The first thing we're going to be doing is to prepare our protein. I am using turkey. We're going to steam this nicely, flavorfully with some fresh herbs like thyme, fresh rosemary, fresh bay leaves, and then we're going to add some seasoning. I have seasoning mix, seasoning cubes, some salt, and curry powder. Don't worry, everything is there in the description. Now we're going to add some water to freshly crushed ginger, and then we are going to sift out that water into the meat and stir everything together. If you like, you can also just grate the ginger directly into the meat if you don't mind biting into pieces of ginger. I don't like that, so it's just a matter of preference. All right, so I want you to close the pot and put it over medium heat and just allow that to start boiling after you have stirred everything together. Now the fresh ginger water is the only water you're going to be adding to this turkey or to whatever meat you're using. Do not add any other water until this meat starts to boil, and then we're going to add some water. After 15 minutes to 20 minutes, my turkey meat is nicely cooked, almost done. So I'm going to take that out from the broth and put them in a baking tray and just pop that into the oven, to give it a little crunch, all right, and a brown color. So if you want, you can fry this in oil, but we're trying to be healthy here, so we're going to avoid any excess or additional oil. So now we get to prepare our rice. So to a large pot, because I have a large family, we're going to add the broth from the meat we just boiled, some more seasoning, the same, just the same as I used for the meat, and then we're going to add some water and then add some salt. Don't forget to taste it to make sure that everything is good, and if it's okay, stir everything together properly, cover it and allow it to boil for a little bit before we get our thoroughly washed rice. Okay, always clean your rice. Always do what? Clean your rice. Hold your ear. Always wash your rice. All right, so add this to the wonderful stock, and then we are going to cover that and allow it to cook down. You're going to cook the rice right until you can easily break it apart with your finger without crushing it. I describe it as al dente, as if you're boiling pasta. Okay, this is because after you take down the rice, it's still going to be cooking for a little bit because of the heat. Now when the rice has gotten to the texture we just described, you're going to set that aside. Make sure to leave the pot open, don't close it immediately, otherwise it's going to soften even more. Now we get ready to make our stir fry to a clean saute pan or a fry pan or wok, whatever it is you're using. Add some oil. Now this oil that I'm using is my tomato sauce oil, saved from my sauces for jollof rice and tomato stew, because we don't need all of the excess oil when we finish frying tomato sauce or tomato stew. Okay, so instead of throwing the oil away, you save it and use it for making fried rice. It's very flavorful, and the color it gives the rice is very wonderful. So just as the oil is starting to get heated up, you're going to add some onions, and you're going to stir this for some time until the onions become translucent and start to caramelize. Then you're going to start adding in all your chopped vegetables one by one, starting from the green bell peppers to the red bell peppers and the carrots, corn, and green beans and peas. I'm using mixed vegetables because, hey, this mom is a busy woman. All right, don't forget to add a little bit of salt to this just for some flavor. Then just before you start to mixing your rice, you're going to add some chopped green onions, and after that you're going to start adding the rice bit by bit, that is in little portions, just so you can mix them properly. Now I have a large family, that is why this food is this big, so you're going to have to adjust your measurements to the number of people you're cooking for, whether it's for you alone or for yourself and your partner, or for the whole family, or for the whole village or the country. I mean, come on, why not? Mix everything with a flat spoon and your food is ready. Are you loving this look already? Yes, ma'am. I'm just going to top it off with my grilled turkey that has already browned nicely. Let me know what you think after you've prepared your fried rice this way and give me your feedback later on. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, to share, to comment. Follow me. Come on. Until I see you next time. Bye from Special Pillars Kitchen.
Teach my soul to sing your song, even when my eyes can't see. When I can't seem to carry on, I know your hand is guiding me. I know your hand is guiding me.